This is Hello Glass with another Real Glass Artist interview. Question number 1. What is your name and are you a glassblower?
I'm Lewis Wilson, and yeah, I'm a glassblower.
How long have you been blowing glass and do you consider yourself a master?
Been blowing glass 39 years, and I don't consider myself a master, but 8 of my students are in the Bead Master's book.
Nice.
A true master is probably qualified by how many students are good. So I think on my tombstone it will be on what I've influenced the world of glass or events I've done or who I've taught.
Yes, it will. Your favorite style or type of glass to create with?
Style or type of glass?
Boro, soft?
Oh, well, I mostly borosilicate sculpture, but Art Deco design is what I've mostly been doing with human form and 1920s stuff.
What state do you call home for your glass shop?
New Mexico.
Do you own or work under a glass brand or an art name?
Crystal Myths for 39 years. A lot of people have, recognized the name.
Do you make your living solely off glass blowing?
And schlocky videos, DVDs, and promoting shows.
Do you have a website?
crystalmyths.com.
If you could blow glass with anyone living, who would that be?
Do it again with Bill Rasmussen. That was probably the coolest thing. We collaborated at AGI maybe 5 years back.
What style or technique of glass is hardest for you?
Hardest. Right now, pipes. Just kind of in it for the money from a different source, and just putting the sculptures I've been doing for 4 decades on pipes and getting technically better.
Name 2 people that taught or influenced your glass skills.
Miguel Bonilla at Disney World in 1973, 74. He was their chief, doing the high-end pieces. And Lucio Babacco on the way I do the human form, and there's so many things I do that after I've done it 100 times I realize that I'm duplicating something that I saw him do.
Is there any style or technique of glass that you would or will learn in the future?
I want to get better at fusing, just because I haven't really delved into that deeply. I mean, right in front of you there's a few little fuse right below your hand. Keep it right there. That's just some simple little pendants, but it's fun. But I want to incorporate sculptural pieces in 90 to go with it, as tack fused on.
Name 2 glass artists that impress you.
Clinton Roman. This is you can't say he's new and upcoming. I mean, he's there, but I love his style and everything new and fresh. And then I have to go back to Lucio. But that's 700 years to get to Lucio.
What styles or techniques in glass amazed you when you first saw it?
Amazed me when I first saw it. Probably furnace work. I took a class with the guy at Corning. Oh, my brain's just left. Bill Gudenrath, and to see him do a classic Italian dragon stem goblet by himself, where he's his own apprentice, and the way he got it just down. I mean, it's going back to the old school stuff where the old glassblowers, all of them were working with ties, in a suit and a tie, demoing somewhere. You see all those archive pictures. But Bill Gudenrath's the first time I saw him work, I said, wow. Yeah.
Worst injury you ever got making glass art?
I can tell you about my brother's left testicle getting melted, fused to his left thigh.
Ouchie. Okay, no. Ouchie.
I was there. I felt the pain. It was 1973 in a trailer in Cocoa Beach, Florida, and it was like a little bit of party time, and I was showing him every night what I learned at Disney, and he was doing a 10mm elephant, punting on the belly button. He bumped the torch. He was stoned. He was working in his robe and with no underwear, and the piece, we didn't have an oven, so you throw heat into the body of the piece, and it was bigger than your thumb, and it bounced on the table. It hit his chest and fused to his chest. And he's going, oh! So he hit it with his back of his hand, And if he'd been wearing his underwear, it would have gone in his underwear, but it didn't. So it landed between his left inner thigh and the left side of his scrotum. And then he jumped up and this and that, and then he's trying to get it in that. He grabbed the tweezers that he'd already heated up to try and reach it. Meanwhile, I'm on the couch laughing my ass off, said, here, I'll get some water and throw on it. And he says, no, it'll make the glass explode and I'll get all cut. So he grabs the tweezers to try and grab the piece to pull it off that had just been heated up. He missed, and he impaled 2 tweezers into the thigh right next to where the elephant had melted. And he stood up, and when he went like this, the skin that had melted kind of stretched.
Ouch.
That
Okay.
was the worst glass thing. The worst one for me, I think that I had 35 square inches of my back removed from malignant melanoma, and it was set off from a mole that morphed from having a precancerous mole to full-blown melanoma by taking cortisone injections from a trigger spot that I had from doing really large, huge pieces. I had overdeveloped the muscles on my left side of my body instead of the right, and it made a trigger spot. This nerve twitched, and for a year I got injections, and we use this mole as a reference. And there's stories of cortisone making precancerous moles go malignant. So when I lost 35 square inches of my back,
Cool.
that was probably what I would say.
What do you wish to accomplish in the glass industry?
I want to have all the money. We all want to have all the money. I think I've accomplished it. I'm quite happy.
Awesome.
So I think, 30 years ago, I hope people share more, but I think we've killed the non-sharing people.
How does a glass fan get to see or get a hold of your work?
There's a lot of clips up on YouTube. I'm at a lot of different places. You can just send me an email, ask where I'm going to be working. A lot of people come through Albuquerque.
What's your email?
It's louis@crystalmyth.com.
Cool. And you've got 3 minutes to tell the world whatever you want. Go for it.
Wow. 3 minutes. Okay. I don't need 3 minutes. I think everything's fine. This is, you kill all the Republicans right there, and then take their money and give it to everybody that's not a Republican, and we'll all be good. That's pretty much it.
You're funny. This was Hello Glass with another Real Glass Artist interview. Thank you so much for your time. This was Louis Wilson. That's it.
So that's what you needed.